During the Great Depression in the US of A, motorcycles were the cheaper way to get around town for the pennywise. Fast forward to this century, and motorcycles are mass-produced, high-powered mechanical marvels. But for some, they're custom-made. And they come with a price tag to match. Not your standard motorcycle. This cruiser takes things in a different direction. The high-end design is executed with precision, with most parts made bespoke for this bike. Production starts with a conceptual layout. This detailed drawing of the motorcycle will serve as a blueprint for the manufacturing process. No expense spared. Most of the parts are made using aircraft-grade aluminium. Computerized tools carve the solid aluminium into shape. This part will be the motorcycle's belt drive cover. The carved patterns will give the bike an edgy look, but also reduce the cover's overall weight. The exhaust system is built using stainless steel. Once welded, spring hangers are attached. These hangers are flexible mounts that will allow the exhaust pipes to shift slightly against the engine or expand when the temperature changes. They prevent stress and cracking. Onto the steel frame, which will serve as the bike skeleton and cradle the 100 horsepower fuel-injected V-twin engine. Next, it's time to mount the 6-speed transmission system to the engine. It's equipped with a high-torque shaft that's shorter than usual to make the system more compact. It's bolted into place. The steering stem has a framework at the base with 3 openings known as a triple clamp. The stem slides into the tube on the frame, screwed in by a bearing on the top and fastened with a nut that will keep the bearing pressurized. A second triple clamp is installed on the top of the assembly and secured with a steering head nut. The suspension fork inserts snug into the other 2 openings in the triple clamps. Next, a carbon fibre wheel is positioned between the forks. Before the axle, which links the suspension to the front wheel hub, is hammered in and tightened with titanium nuts. A 6-piston brake system is then connected to the suspension fork and secured in place to complete the front wheel assembly. Onto the handlebars, complete with dashboard gauges, controls and rear view mirrors. It's wired up and ready for all the electronics, which will be housed in what's called the front cowling. This shape diverts air over the biker's head and away from their face. Cruise controls charged. They'll be needing some fuel. This 2-piece fuel tank holds plenty for the open road. Carved from solid aluminium and 60 hours in the making, the tanks become part of the frame structure, providing additional strength and rigidity. Looping belt drive pulleys around shafts allow the gearbox to power up the rear wheel. The motorbike is now ready for the belt drive cover we saw being made earlier. While protecting the belt drive, this cover also gives it a distinctive look. Finally, the left foot peg is mounted to the frame through a hole in the pulley cover. This high-end motorcycle is now ready to hit the road. Transforming raw metal into a tailor-made chopper has taken just 2 weeks. Costing more than your average car, this high-end bike is for rubber-burning, trail-blazing thrills that don't come cheap. Mind you still have to ride on the right side of the road.